Hare Krishna. Today we are going to discuss Bhagavad Gita chapter number 2, text number 29, the science of soul and how the soul is amazing. āścarya-vat paśyati kaścid enam, āścarya-vat vadati tathaiva cānyaḥ, āścarya-vad enam anyaḥ śṛṇoti, śrutvāpy enam caiva kaścit. So in this verse, it is explained how the soul is so amazing. āścarya-vat means amazing. So someone, kaścid enam, see the souls, enam means this soul, like a āścarya-vat. Paśyati means to see. Someone look at the soul as amazing. āścarya-vat vadati means somebody speaks or describe the soul as amazing. āścarya-vat vadati tathaiva anyaḥ. Anyaḥ means others. āścarya-vat enam śṛṇoti. Someone considers hearing about the soul as amazing. And śrutvāpy enam. Even after hearing, many people do not understand what is soul. This is the translation of this verse. Some look on the soul as amazing. Someone describe him as amazing. And some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. āścarya-vat paśyati kaścid enam, āścarya-vat vadati tathaiva cānyaḥ, āścarya-vat enam śṛṇoti, śrutvāpy enam caiva kaścit. So, since Gita Upanishad is largely based on the principles of Upanishad, it is not surprising to find the same passage in Katha Upanishad 1.2.7. श्रवणायापि बहुवीर यह न लभ्यः शृण्वन्तोऽपि बहवो यं न विद्युः आश्चर्यो वक्ता कुशलोऽस्य लब्धा आश्चर्योऽस्य ज्ञाता कुशलोऽनुशिष्टा. Here श्रवणायापि, after hearing also, bahubhir means a lot of hearing about the soul. Yana labdha, still you cannot achieve the soul. Shruṇvanto api bahavo, even after making others listen or listening yourself, yam na vidyuhu, it is very difficult to understand. Na vidyuhu. Aścaryo vakta kushalo salabdha. So, even after describing it as amazing, aścaryo labdha. āścaryasya jnata kushalo nasishta. So, it is very difficult to understand the soul. The fact that the atomic soul is within the body of a gigantic animal or in the body of a gigantic banyan tree and also in the microbic germs, millions and billions of which occupy only in the inch of space, is certainly very amazing. Men with a poor fund of knowledge and men who are not having any austerity cannot understand the wonders of the individual atomic spark of spirit. Even though it is explained by the greatest authority of knowledge, who imparted the lessons even to the Brahma, the first living entity in the universe. Owing to a gross material conception of things, most men in this age are not having any imagination how such a small particle can become both so great and so small. So men look at the soul proper as a wonderful, either by constitution or by description. Illusioned by the material energy, people are so engrossed in the subject matter for the sense gratification that they have little time to understand the question of self-understanding, even though it is a fact that without this self-understanding, all activities results in ultimate defeat in the struggle for existence. Perhaps they have no idea that one must think of the soul and thus make a solution to the material miseries. Some people who are inclined to hear about the soul may be attending lectures in a good association, but sometimes owing to the ignorance, they are misguided by the acceptance of the super soul and the atomic soul as one without distinction of magnitude. How it is possible? Super soul cannot be equal with the atomic soul. It is very difficult to find a man who perfectly understands the position of the super soul, the atomic soul, their respective functions, and the relationships of all other major and minor details. And it is still more difficult to find a man who has actually derived the full benefit from this kind of knowledge of the soul and who is able to describe the position of the soul in different aspects. But somehow or other, one is able to understand the subject matter of the soul, then one's life is successful. The easiest process for understanding the subject matter of the self, however, is to accept the statements of Bhagavad Gita, spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, without being deviated by other theories, have focused the knowledge of the soul directly in Bhagavad Gita. But it also requires a great deal of penance and sacrifice, either in this life or in the previous life, before one is able to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna can, however, be known as such by the causeless mercy of pure devotees and by no other way. So it is the mercy of the pure devotee of the Lord by which we can understand the soul as amazing. Hare Krishna.